What's up, everyone? So today I'm going to talk to you about the question that has plagued mankind since the beginning of time. How much do real estate agents actually make? Now, if you stay tuned to the end of this video, I'm going to share with you the one real estate agent who has actually closed over $2 billion in sales in 1 year. This guy is a legend. He's actually in this Guinness Book of World Records, and I'm going to tell you more about how he did it. As you can see behind me, I have some mega mansions. I'm in a city by the name of Deal, D-E-A-L, Deal, New Jersey, and it's a beautiful city along the Atlantic right here in the Jersey Shore, and they actually have homes here that are in the close to $10 million range. So beautiful place to live. So I'm going to talk to you today in a very fitting setting for how much do real estate agents actually make. Well, you'll be very surprised because the average real estate agent makes actually less than $40,000 a year. $40,000 a year for most people is not a lot of money. All right, so let's take a look at some of these numbers. New York, $102,310 is the average a real estate agent makes. But in New York City, you have to remember your learning curve is much, much longer than it would be somewhere else. What do I mean by that? I mean that your first year in real estate, you won't make much money. In New York, you probably won't make any money at all. But when you do start making money, the commissions are much higher. It usually takes in New York City at least 3 years for you to start to cement yourself in the environment, in the industry, because there is a lot of competition. In other areas, there may not be as much competition, but then the commissions are much less. Next on that list, you'd be surprised, it's actually Texas with $72,480. Even though Texas homes are not that expensive, it's one of the more affordable housing markets in the entire country, but there are some parts of Texas that are very, very high, and the agents there do hustle. They hustle their butt off. So $72,480. So good place to live, very friendly state for business. So Texas, $72,480. Next is a place where I highly recommend that you guys check out to go work as a real estate agent, and that is the beautiful state of Hawaii. In Hawaii, you will be earning $72,470 as a real estate agent. Next, you will never guess what is next. Next is Alaska with $71,030 per year. Why, you may ask yourself, is Alaska so high on this list? And the reason is because there's probably not that many real estate agents. So the real estate agents that are active in Alaska are crushing it, selling igloos left and right. So Alaska, if you guys like the cold, that's a good place to go. Next, we have Rhode Island with $70,450. Then follows California, believe it or not, because even though California is known for being a very, very expensive state to live in, it does have a lot of rural areas and areas that you would not want to be living. There's a lot of places with droughts and things like that. So I'm sure there's a lot of affordable places in California too. But if you're in LA, I'm sure you're making much more than that. Real estate is very local. Next, you have Pennsylvania with $66,550. Next, you have Wyoming at $64,500. Then Virginia, $64,290. This is average, remember guys, this is an average number. And then we have Colorado with $63,320. Nowhere on this list do you see New Jersey.
Forget about it.
Or Florida. The two places where I'm going to be doing most of my business. So I'm probably going to have to be the oddball out and try to crush these numbers, which I'm sure I will. But if you guys find yourself in these 10 states, you're actually in one of the lowest states to actually make any money as a real estate agent. I'll give you the top 5. How about that? The top 5 states in which you will make the least money, if that makes any sense, as a real estate agent. So number 5, West Virginia, $45,220. Still above the average. That's good. Next, we have Indiana, $43,230. Then we have Montana with $42,010. Then we have Arkansas with $41,660. And lastly, we have Ohio with $41,650. That is the state in which you will make the least amount of money as a real estate agent. So as you can see, there's probably going to be a lot more people in the country that are earning these amounts of commissions, around $40,000, than you will around the $100,000 mark. So over the last 2 years, there's been 7 states that have actually risen in income for real estate agents by more than 20%. And these might be some states that you might be in and you might be thinking of getting into real estate. And these are some really good states for you to start doing that, because it looks like those states are on a humongous rise. No particular order, we have Rhode Island. The average income for real estate agents has risen 51% in the last 2 years. That is actually the most it's risen in any of these states. Then we have Maine, it's risen over 37.3%. Oregon has risen 32%. Mississippi has risen over 31.4%. Louisiana has risen 29%. Even though Louisiana was hit hard by Katrina, it looks like they've been made quite a rebound. Then we have Utah, where a lot of people are, believe it or not, a lot of people moving to Utah, not just the Mormons. We have 24% increase in income. And then Kentucky, we have 20% increase. None of the usual suspects do we see on this list. We don't see Florida, we don't see New York, we don't see Texas, we don't see California. We have some of the growth states. So if you guys are in one of these states and you're looking for a new hustle, get into real estate. We're looking for team members in all of these states. So if you're looking to get into this industry, or you already are in this industry, but you need more support, leave me a message down below or go to culture.estate. I'd love to talk to you guys about how we can grow together. All right, next let me tell you what the average agent can do to earn $40,000 a year, right? More or less what the average agent needs to do. You can sell 20 homes, like I mentioned earlier, at $2,000 commission. You can sell 10 homes at a $4,000 commission. You can sell 4 homes at a $10,000 commission, or you can sell 2 homes at a $20,000 commission. But remember, that's commission to you. You actually need to earn twice as much as that in most real estate brokerages in order for you to walk away with your percentage. Most real estate agents, when they start off, are in a 50-50 split. We start our agents off at 80-20 splits. So make sure that you keep that in mind when you join a brokerage. Make sure that you're keeping more commission than your broker is. Unless your broker is giving you his personal clients and his personal deals, then obviously he can give you a lesser split. But if you're doing all the heavy lifting and all hard work, make sure you're getting a fair split. So you might ask yourself, or you might tell yourself, that you don't want to work that hard. You don't want to do 20 closings at $2,000 a piece. You want to do 2 closings at $20,000 a piece. So you're going to have to find yourself working with high-end buyers and sellers, the luxury market. So how do you do that? Well, this is not going to be a video in which I'm going to get into how to work with the luxury market. I'm just going to scratch the surface and give you some little nuggets of advice. Number 1 is that you make sure that people know you're a luxury real estate agent. You have to brand yourself as one. You can't just expect people to think and know that you are a luxury agent just because you told yourself you wanted to get more commission or you wanted to work with higher end homes. You have to completely brand yourself around that. So what does that actually entail? Well, it may entail you referring a lot of business out. Now, you may ask yourself, but I'm not going to make any money. Well, that's actually very, very true. You're gonna make a lot less money, because if you get a listing or if you get buyers that are not in the luxury space, you're going to have to refer that to another agent and get just a referral fee on that, because you're going to be spending a lot of time working with the wrong buyers and sellers as opposed to spending more time trying to market to that luxury crowd. And if you find yourself working with the lower entry-level market, you're going to find yourself trapped there for a long time. So you have to make a mental decision that it's going to be a hard decision to make in the beginning, because you're going to be saying no to a lot of business, but in the long run, it's going to make all the sense in the world. You have to make time for the luxury clients, because they do take more time, they do require more hand-holding, and they want to make sure that they're getting custom service, not just the same service that you check in once in a while. No, they need consistent follow-up. This is a different breed of people, so you want to make sure that you make the time for them. All right, number 2 is that you have to hang out where rich people hang out. So if you are on a budget, you can actually go to Groupon, or you can download different apps and where you can find deals to go to golf courses. You can go to expensive restaurants. You can go to country clubs and visit them, or you can go to charity events, wherever rich people hang out. And believe it or not, there's a lot of very wealthy folks that go to probably the same churches you go to, or maybe have kids that play in sports with you. You have to find out who the big whales are and somehow find a way to add value to them. Talk to them about anything but real estate, and then it just so happens that you guys touch upon real estate. Just let them know what kind of business you're in. And then you have to nurture those relationships, and not just in a way where you can try to get something from them, but always make sure you add something to the value of that relationship, okay guys? Working with luxury people or people who have money, they can feel when somebody's after their money. They know when somebody is only friends with them or only trying to follow up with them because they want something from them. You have to distinguish yourself, and you make sure that you give those relationships a lot of attention and a lot of your human side, and not just your salesperson side. Become a human being. Being a good salesperson is just being a good friend. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. And the third piece of advice that I'm going to tell you is get over your fear. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot easier to sell one house for $1 million than it is to sell 3 homes at $300,000. You're going to do just as much work, and it's going to take you less time to do so. Yes, you are going to have to give those people more attention, but it's better than trying to split yourself into 3. So just keep that in mind and get over the fear, because the worst thing that can happen is someone's going to tell you no. And I'm going to be very honest with you, there's a lot of mean people who don't have money. And there's a lot of very, very nice people who are millionaires and billionaires. So just make sure you understand that money just makes you more of what you already are. There's going to be good and bad in everything. So just get over it, guys. A no is not going to kill you. And if someone says yes, believe me, it's going to be a very good yes. And you're going to make a lot of money along the way. Okay, so as promised, now let me tell you about the most productive and I would say probably the top earning real estate agent in the entire world, Ben Caballero. He is out of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and this man is not only a top producing agent, he also made the ranks of the Guinness Book of World Records, which I didn't even know real estate agents had any business being in there, but obviously they do. This man is incredible. Let me just tell you some of his accolades. In 2019, Mr. Caballero, that's his big. This is believe it or not, this is his second biggest year in 2019. Not even his biggest year. This man sold over 5,000, or he sold exactly 5,778 new homes. Okay, that accounted for 2.24 billion with a B in production. That's unbelievable, guys. That's more production than some of the biggest real estate companies do. This is just an incredible feat that this man has done. In 2018, he sold 5,793 homes. So this man has just been on a selling spree, but he didn't just start yesterday. This man actually has a very long story, and I will link down below in the description section a book where he actually lays out his whole path and how he made it to where he is today. I suggest you take that's a good read for any real estate agent or an aspiring real estate agent. If you're just in business and you want to learn from somebody who's definitely made it, this book is one to read, okay? Strongly suggest it. So Mr. Caballero is the CEO of HomesUSA.com. He has over 60 new construction home builders, which account for the majority of his business. And what he specialized in is a very good niche that a lot of real estate agents in Texas actually handle, which is new home sales. So he created a platform where real estate developers or builders, they can go on there and list their homes with him. And he created a streamlined process. Really nice platform he has, and it's all laid out perfectly for his clientele. But why he's so successful, guys, in my opinion, is because he found his niche, he found his perfect client, and he's found a way to service them better than anyone else. So if you want to sell 100 homes a week or 15 homes a day, just like Ben Caballero has done, you're going to want to start working on your business model today. And the best way to do that is to work with the right real estate company. So if you're looking to get into real estate, or you currently are in real estate, you just want to take your business to that next level, especially if you're a team leader or a broker, guys, eXp Realty has actually done that for us. It's helped us grow tremendously, and I recommend that you reach out to me. I'll leave a link right here in this video so you guys can find me and connect with me so we can talk more about developing your business. If you guys want to find out more about Mr. Caballero, the link is down below for his book. And thank you guys. I appreciate you watching. And if you just want more information on how to sharpen your skills as a real estate agent, you're going to want to watch this playlist right here. Thank you guys as always for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And most importantly, hit the notification bell and share this with all your real estate agent friends. We'll see you next time, and take care.